Good morning, good evening, Mr. X's class. We're here to talk about the word psychology. So I was looking at my official calendar, and I think I actually switched the words for Thursday and Friday. So psychology was supposed to be Thursday's word, and the word require, which we did yesterday, was supposed to be for today. But don't worry about it, we're still covering all the words during the week. So the word that I'm going to talk about today is psychology. And so you say psychology, not psychology, psychology. So that's a thing to notice is the pronunciation. It sounds like psy. Psy, ka, la, and it's, what is it? So we have two definitions. One, the scientific study of the mind and how it influences behavior. Studying how people think and why they think the way they think. And then number two is the kind of mind that somebody has that makes them think or behave in a particular way. So that's almost like worldview. That definition, it's like it's way of thinking of a person. What is his psychology, her psychology? So for definition one, I have a sentence: advertising firms, that means advertising companies, use psychology to sell products. They study what makes people want to buy something, and then they design their advertisements so that they make you think in those ways. Like this. So they do psychological studies. What makes people want to how do people make decisions, and what makes people want to buy something. And then the second definition I put, it is difficult to understand, I guess because I'm in English too, we're reading about World War II right now, so it is difficult to understand Adolf Hitler's psychology. But that would be like, it's difficult to understand the way that he thought, maybe. At least it's difficult for me to understand. So it's the way that somebody thinks, his or her psychology. And over here we have, in literature, a reader can understand the psychology of a character by reading about his or her actions. So you read about what the character does, and you could say actions and thoughts, because in a book you can also read about the character's thoughts. Actually, so I'm gonna have you add that to your card. I think that makes more sense. Actions and thoughts. That tells you the way the character. That's definition two, I would say. The psychology of a character, the kind of mind that the character has, the way the character thinks. What kind of person is the character? How does the character think? In Spanish, psicología. And then we have some word families. Let's try to get to parts of speech with our word parts, suffixes. What is the part of speech of that, do you think? Psychological. Adjective, yes. So AL is an adjective ending. AL is an adjective ending. How about this one? Adverb, ly, and I said it's not always, it can trick you sometimes. There are a few ly words that are not adverbs, but good guess. You see ly, usually an adverb. How about psychologist? No. It's a noun, what is it? It's a person, yeah. So just like in Spanish, ista, in English, ist, for many different, especially science. Any kind of scientist has ist. Geologist, physicist, chemist, they all have ist, for the person who does it. Person who does that science. So psychology is a science. Synonyms for, these are all synonyms for definition one. Psychoanalysis, that was a kind of psychology theories that the original Sigmund Freud invented. He was the first psychologist. His theory is called psychoanalysis. And then therapy and counseling, those refer to when people use psychology to help somebody maybe think in healthier ways. So they're related to psychology. Does anybody have questions about the word psychology? All right, thanks for watching. Thank you for filming today.